22nd July 2025. This is yet another log for my out-of-body experiences and meditation practices. I have recently had 3 different out-of-body experiences, which was a few weeks earlier. And since I've been traveling these days, I have not had any out-of-body experiences. But I thought this is the nice place to record that. Never mind the noise. Anyways, here there is construction happening. It's a new place called Shunya Sailum. And it's a 6-hour ride from Kathmandu to this place. It's a resort made for artists, and the nature, everything here is really beautiful. Now, let's start with OBE 102. So, what happened is that on the weekend, I had gone to visit my wife in Helsinki. I did not do any meditation exercises and just rested during the daytime. I was sleeping during the day and I was able to have an OBE. I was not sure what was going on, but I got out of my body and went down the bed loft. It was all dark, but I could make it out of the window. Outside, I remembered that my wife was sleeping next to me. A thought came to me. Should I leave without my wife or not? With this thought, I came back in my body. The next day as well, during the day, during my nap, I heard tonal ear pulsations followed by a ringing. I got up and went down the bed loft and looked around the apartment. Everything was dark. I knew that I could open my eyes, but I did not want to have a dual vision. Soon I got back to my body. Then after some time I heard the tonal ear pulsations already continuously ringing. I got out and tried to push my hand against the ceiling. I thought that my hands should be able to pass, but they didn't. I increased the pressure against the ceiling, and instead of my hands passing through it, I became smaller. Soon, it felt like I was standing upright in the 2.5 feet height from the bed to the ceiling. Somehow, I had shrunk. Then I went down the bed loft to the kitchen area. There, I saw my wife doing something. This time the vision was clear because I forced my eye to open. But I also noticed that the vision was somewhat not in the right orientation. It was like I was in a tesseract view, just like in OBE 18. The view from where I was standing had my own vertical orientation, but my wife was standing on the horizontal orientation. Her legs were to my left side and her head to my right side. The vision was still clear to me. After a few moments observing this tesseract vision, I got back to my body. General comments. This is, I think, the second time having this tesseract version when I'm out of my body. I believe this is because of the proximity effect. Maybe more future experiments will bring more clarity. Now, OBE 103. This took place on 6th June 2025. Last night, I meditated with Advanced 10 Focus Audio. Then, before falling asleep, I repeated these affirmations on my mind. Out of body now, I meet my guide now, and now I meet my grandfather. I don't remember if there were any tonal ear pulsations, but I found my body extremely light. Then I got out of my body. Everything was dark. I approached the window, opened it and jumped out. I walked a little forward from there and raised my hands to hold the tree branch. It wasn't there. A click followed. I appeared in a dystopian world. There were planes or ships that had just fallen to the ground. They looked very old. This whole place looked barren, either a junkyard or a war-torn place. No trees to be seen far into the horizon in all directions. I approached a big rock to see what else is there. Next to this rock was an old-looking ship. It was somewhat modern metal design but already filled with rusts. Like graffitis, there were some designs and some names written on the wall. I saw Maya written there. I was surprised and thought, is it my name or someone else? Then I said, this is strange. Is anyone around here? If there is, please show up or give me a sign. Nothing happened. I went closer to this ship to observe, but then I started to rise up. I understood that someone or something was taking me somewhere. I floated past the rocks and the mountains. This place was barren, and no vegetation was seen at all. As I was floating, I looked up towards the sky. There were so many stars, like I have never seen before. And they were big, big stars. The stars had many different circular patterns. And soon I got back to my body. Since my grandfather had passed away, I had been waiting to meet him and see him that he is in good energy. I have been practicing my affirmations for some time already. and one of these days I will meet him. I wrote it with a big sigh. OBE 104 took place on 11th June 2025. Last night before sleeping I did a F10 advanced exercise laying on the bed, and after the exercise I put the earphones away and repeated the affirmation, out of body now, I meet my guides now, now I meet my grandfather. I probably can't even explain properly how beautiful this experience was. I will just proceed to write it down. At some point around 3 a.m. I realized the tonal ear pulsations continuously ringing. I did not know whether to get out or remain and observe. After some moment of observing, I just decided to get out. First exit. I rolled out of my body lazily. It wasn't difficult, but it was somewhat heavy on my body's part. I thought, well, this is usual by now, and proceeded towards the window. For some reason, I did not open the window this time. I just passed through it. Outside, it was dark. I said to myself, now I go and meet my grandfather. Nothing happened. Then I visualized his face. Still nothing. Instead, I got back to my body. Second exit. I got out and remained in the room, looked around. It was all dark. I said out loud, come on guys, either take me to my grandfather or to my guide or make this vision clear for me. I hit on the table surface while saying this. Still nothing happened. Then I just got back to my body. Third exit. I got out and passed through the window. It was all dark. Outside, I could feel the pulsating vibration of my second body. I kept on repeating my affirmation again. I want to meet my grandfather. I went towards the street, turned left, and walked a few steps. Something didn't feel right, so I turned back and started going the opposite direction, still with the affirmation on my mind. After some walking, I arrived at a house. Outside, I saw my mother. I asked her, where's grandfather? She said that he's inside. I walked towards the door and saw that there were other relatives inside the house. My grandfather was just coming outside from the house. He appeared healthy and younger. I went and hugged him, and I asked, how was your passing away? He replies, it was difficult at first because the upper part of the body got out easily, but the lower part was still stuck. I had some difficulty to separate completely. Then I asked, did you meet your guide? Did anyone come to take you? He said, no, nobody has come. Then I said, let me help you to see them. He agreed. Then I took him a little away from the house and asked him to look into the sky and remember whoever loved him very much in his life. I said, please remember the face of this person, Grandpa. As he did that, we both saw a star appear on the sky and started to grow and glow white. As he saw that, he got excited and looked happy. Maya, he said in his excitement. Then his excitement went away. He didn't want to do that anymore. I said, come on, Grandpa, please do it. You cannot stay here forever. It is so much love for you there. You need to go. Then I got back to my body. Fourth exit. I thought to myself, no, I'm not done yet. I was able to get out of my body and pass through the window again. After I was outside, a click happened, and I was already there. I approached him and asked him again to do this. We both tried this time, and there were 5 glowing stars on the sky, 3 red colors on the top, 2 blue colors on the bottom, and 1 white at the center. All of them shining and glowing, radiating and pulsating. This time as well, he did not want to continue. Even before I could say anything, I was back in my body. Fifth exit. I said to myself, I am determined that I will not let go of this opportunity. My grandfather should meet his guide. Again, without needing to go out from the window, I was already there. I saw my grandfather eating something with the family. I told him, Grandpa, please, you have to do it. You cannot remain on earth forever. This time he agreed, and I asked everyone in the family to look up in the sky and focus and call for his guide. Everyone in the family supported and started to put their thoughts together. I kept on repeating on my mind, please come, grandfather's guide, please come. Then something so much beautiful started to happen. There were multicolored stars, even more than before. I couldn't count at all this time, because it was a cluster of glowing stars of different colors. Gradually, they started to appear bigger, and soon they were on the ground. I couldn't recognize who they were, but I could feel their loving energy. It was all directed towards my grandfather. He looked happy seeing them. It felt like he recognized them. Then he approached them and got immersed or got surrounded by them. After seeing him disappear into the glow of these lights, a click followed. Grandfather was gone. I was still there with the other family members. We kept looking at the sky. What I realized is that if I just looked at the sky, the stars appeared normal, like watching them from the physical body. But if I relaxed my vision, I could see different colored stars coming in and going out of the planet. A voice said, "Those exiting lights are the souls leaving the planet. Those entering now are being born. If you see carefully, those golden lights are the new souls that will take physical forms soon." The more I relaxed my vision, the more clearly I could see showers of thousands of golden lights entering the planet's atmosphere. I thanked the guides and observed the mesmerizing view of lights entering and exiting the planet. And soon I was back in my physical body. General comments: I finally met my grandfather, and it was very beautiful. Persistent on my part did really help me meet him and call his soul cluster to help him. The lights they emitted were so much filled with glowing colors. I don't have much to say about this experience, maybe not just yet. So these were my recent out-of-body experiences, and I think it is still too soon to reflect and totally understand the significance of meeting my grandfather, and perhaps more experiences will bring more clarity. Anyways, see you in the next log.